Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Now we are from the group of application letter. Want to discuss with you about the application letter. That we know that this world has many kinds of job and each job needs different content of application letter. So, an application letter is a letter that standalone document you submit to a potential employer to express your interest in an open position. This is important to show our personal sales letter because of its test of selling the personality and qualification to the applicant's future employee. And the purpose of this application letter is to secure an interview and also obtain a job. So, what the tips for a good application letter? First is your application letter must be emphasize skill and ability. This letter about your opportunity to show yourself as believe an excellent candidate for the open position. Explain your ability, experience, and organization that you ever joined. And the next is stay concise, mean that this letter includes a lot of detailed information of you, and it's important to be concise. If a hiring manager receives a letter that is multiple pages, they may take the time to read. Next is proofread the letter. You must make it sure if the letter showing positive side as possible. Make it deal you as a right grammatical or spelling to avoid negative first impression. And also, you must review the job listing keywords. When you apply the job, sure you know well what the job that have opened. Make sure you know the review of open position. Use the keywords that appear in the advertisement to make a good specific role review. And the last is send a letter for every position to which you apply. And it's a good idea to send one for each job to which you apply. This application letter offers more opportunity for a potential employer to learn more about you and give you the chance to set yourself apart from the other applicants.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ekawati Solekha and now I will explain you about how to write an application letter. Jadi di sini ada 5 langkah untuk menulis application letter. Yang pertama, review information about the company and position. It's best to write a new application letter for each position you are applying for so you can include pertinent details and show your interest in a particular open role. Spend some time reviewing the company information which you can likely find on the website as well as the position listing. Compare your qualification and experience with the list of skills in that posting. You may also want to think about specific experience that have prepared you for the role, such as leading a team or managing a major event. Yang kedua, open the letter by describing your interest. In the first paragraph of your letter, mention the job title for which you are applying and why you saw the position posting. Include your specific interest in the role on company so the reader know this is not a generic application letter. Briefly state the main experience or qualification you have that makes you a good fit. This is the section that will allow in the hiring manager as the reader of your application letter. So it is important to apply to that person quickly and successfully. For example, I saw the posting for the marketing intern on my university online job board, and I am very interested. I am down to your company mission of innovation and putting the customer first. I am in my final year of getting my bachelor degree in marketing with minor in communication. So I feel my education experience has prepared me to work in a fast-paced marketing department like the one within your organization. Dan yang ketiga, outline your experience and qualification. The next few paragraphs of your letter shall highlight your experience, qualification, and skill. Was written in a way that aligns with the company's goals and mission. For example, if you are preparing for a job with a non-profit organization that provides educational opportunities to, to underserved community members, you call them about your experience with non-profit organization or educational offerings. Send a job application letter so stand on it is own without assume. It's helpful to include details about your experience that relate to the position to which you are applying. Dan yang keempat, include aspect of your personality. As you are reading your job application letter, consider how you can improve aspect of your personality while remaining professional. A friendly and engaging letter is likely to appeal the reader, especially when they can get an idea of how well you might fit with the team. For example, in the situation mentioned above, expect your letter you are good at connecting with other people or how you can value community spirit. Yang terakhir adalah close the letter. Many people use sincerely or pace to close the letter, although any professional check of is when to include the final line of the letter shall be your full name. So if you submit a hard copy of the letter, include your signature about your table name. So when submitting an application letter via email, you should include your contact information beneath your name other than including in the header. Poin selanjutnya adalah what is general format of application letter. Jadi di sini ada 3 general format application letter. Yang pertama yaitu use a professional format. A job application letter should be more professional than a thank you card or email to a coworker or friends. The alignment of documents should include saying, spacing, one is margin and left alignment. It's best to use professional and traditional fonts, such as Times New Roman in size 10 to 12 points. Try to keep your job application letter to one page. So when a hiring manager reviews your job application letter, they will get their first impression of your potential employees. So take time to format it professionally and keep it concise. Yang kedua adalah keep the heading. Use a formal business heading for your job application letter. The heading shall include your name and contact information, so the date and the company name and address. If you send your job application letter via email, you can eliminate your name and contact information from the header and put it at the bottom of the email after the scheduled interest. Dan yang terakhir adalah address the letter the hiring manager. So in your research, try to find name of the person reviewing application for the job. So address your letter to this person with a common business greeting such as Dear Mr. or Mrs. and their last name if you are unable to find their preferred genre. Pronounce she or her, them or they. Of the individual reviewing your application, you can use dear first and last name or dear hiring manager. Okay, and that's from me. So for the next will be explained by Dio. The time is yours.
Okay, the third, the structure of application letter. The first heading. The heading of an application letter contains street, city, postcode, and date. Be sure to use a comma after the day of the month. Inside address. The inside address is a name of the firm or company you are going to apply for slide. It has the same address you write in the envelope. And the last, salutation. The salutations are often made just under the inside address on the left side. The unusual salutations are as follows. Dear sirs, to firm a company. Dear sir, to man when you don't know his name. Dear madam, to a woman if you don't know her name. or Dear Mr. Ahmad Sulman if he is well known to you. Dear Mr. Winda to a married or unmarried woman. Dear Miss Kayes to a married woman. Dear Miss Luan to an unmarried woman. Jadi perbedaannya jika MS, singkatan MS untuk orang sudah menikah atau sebelum menikah, wanita yang sudah menikah maupun yang belum menikah. Kalau MRS, gelar MRS itu untuk orang wanita yang sudah menikah. Nah, kalau Miss saja nggak pakai MRS atau MS, itu untuk wanita yang belum menikah. Okay, next, body of letter. The body of an application letter contains the statement to describing your experience, if you have, describing your qualification, and explaining where you apply for. Always remember that your statement should be clear and courteous to read. Closing. The usual ending for an application letter is you are faithfully. It is the form that is most frequently used. In more personal letter, you use your sincerely, and then signature. You write your signature and application name, and the last and closure. And ini example dari application letternya bisa dilihat dari mulai dates and organization names, address, and purpose application letter and signature. Okay, thank you. Any question?